You ask if I love Christ. So you ask if I love myself, right? It depends on what you mean by Christ. Because Christ is just a symbol. It's just a word. It's just like God or any other word. But that word refers to something, right? Which is beyond the word. And this is really important for us to understand, because we get lost in the wordings, and because of that we lose meaning, right? And if we lose meaning, we cannot understand each other, because then it starts to be a war of words, right? And we should be willing to understand the meaning of the words that the other is using. And in this case, I'm not sure. So that's why I asked. So, but it wasn't, you know? That's an idea. Christ, as I said, is a symbol, just like God, right? And the meaning of it is beyond the word. There was someone, just like me now, that spoke the absolute truth, okay? And this truth is not personal, okay? So it's not something that a human being learned or acquired. It's something that we all know, yeah, and that we all can be in touch with. So this is important to understand, okay? Because Christ as God in the human form, he doesn't need to be alive for people to understand his message, okay? Because his message is atemporal, okay? It doesn't reside within time. So, yeah, the important aspect of this is the message, and the message which is that God exists now cannot be destroyed and will be forever the absolute truth, okay? So even though they killed me 2,000 years ago, it didn't stop to be the truth, but it symbolized something very important for everyone, which is that they are here on earth killing God. They want to kill God, and whoever says that he is God, they will kill him. And that made us aware of Satan, because he took action to kill God. So the message with my killing 2000 years ago became as clear as day, that God existed, because, and also that Satan existed as the one that kills God. Okay? The message is, I'm not sure if you are on YouTube now, because it says that there is only one watching, and I'm watching my own. So are you there still? Are we deaf? Okay, good. Yeah, the message is that God exists within everyone. It's like, it's the simplest message, okay? It's not only that God exists, but there is no separation, no real separation within him, okay? So even though it seems like we are separate, that's an illusion, fundamentally, okay? We are all already connected in God. And so, yeah, this is the most important aspect of the message. There is much more to it, but this more that there is to it will depend upon your curiosity, and that's key, curiosity, because we can only reach God through questioning, okay? The authority belongs to those who are willing to question. This is like this, and it will always be like this. Yeah? Yeah, no, Satan is God. I know it doesn't seem like it because he is the opposite, but God gives freedom, right? And God is paradoxical, okay? So God gives a paradoxical freedom, which means that God can be the opposite of himself if he chooses to, right? He has freedom to choose that. And so there are those beings that chose to be against God. And, hell is the place where those beings belong. But they are here on earth now, using the illusion of separation to create a paradise for themselves, where they rule their own paradise. And that's what they are doing here right now. Yeah. So this is also part of the message. And it's something that everyone must be aware of, and that's why I'm here back again, okay, to speak about this. Which is the biggest sin? There is no, I mean, it's just to sin is to believe in a lie, and the lie is one where you act against God's will. So the more you reject God, the more careless you will be toward other human beings, okay? And that carelessness will result in sinning to the degree of rejection. So that's basically it. And there is a terminus point where people can reject absolutely God and assume that he truly doesn't exist, right? It's something that it's a spiritual thing, this rejection, and they can commit atrocities, right? Where they will never repent because they basically expelled God from them. They assume that he doesn't exist. So forgiveness isn't possible because only God forgives. Okay? That's his nature. And so they are trapped in a self-judgment. Okay? You are like firing questions all over the way. My opinion. I don't have an opinion. You know, when people give opinions about something, it's a judgment, and we should never judge. We should always question the intentions that other people have about their actions, but in a non-judgmental way. Yeah. So a non-opinionated way, so that we can hear from them, and so that they feel free to tell their wrongdoings, right? So that they can ask for forgiveness and forgive themselves. But it doesn't help for us to judge about other people's sins, okay? As I said, it's always through questioning that we reach God, and that we reach God on the others as well. Yeah. What do you mean? What is my answer? I say that we shouldn't judge, which means that we shouldn't create opinions about other sins. So it's always with the we should let that be only within the other and God. We shouldn't involve in the we shouldn't judge, right? And so I forgot.